Just imagine you go to the bathroom to wash your face, but your reflection is not visible in the mirror. That is, your body completely disappears. Something similar happens with Michael. Michael is an ordinary boy living in Italy. One day, he was sitting right behind a girl named Stella in class when the police inspector of their area, Giovanna, who is also Michael's mother, came there. In fact, she came there because a boy from Michael's class had run away from home. After she left, suddenly blood started dripping from Michael's nose. So, he quickly ran towards the bathroom where some mischievous kids started bothering him. Michael went to buy a costume with his saved money for a party happening in the evening. However, he had so little money that he could only afford a Chinese superhero costume. He didn't particularly like it, but still, he bought it. When he got home, his mother assured him that he really looked good and that he should definitely go to the party. There, Michael was having a lot of fun and was even talking to Stella, whom he secretly liked. But then those mischief boys started bothering him again and he ran to hide in the bathroom to escape them. Frustrated by all this, he loudly wished that he could become invisible. Suddenly the light went out and he ran home through the window. The next day, he woke up to the sound of his dog barking, and when he went to brush in the bathroom, he saw that he wasn't visible in the mirror. His clothes were visible, but his body was completely missing. He quickly took off all his clothes. Suddenly, his mother came there, but when she couldn't see him either, he realized that he had become invisible and no one except him could see him. He wrote on a piece of paper that he was going to school early today and placed it next to his mother. After reading the paper, Giovanna called him and the invisible Michael picked up the call and said, "Yes, Mom, everything is fine. I have reached school. Don't worry about me." Then he covered his body completely with clothes and went to school. After this, he thought, why not teach a lesson to the boys who bothered him with this new power? He took off all his clothes and sneaked into the school. During class, he used the boy's paintball gun to shower paintballs on the teacher who was teaching, leading to the boy being suspended. Then he went into the girls' changing room and started watching them change clothes. The true meaning of powers is being misused. Suddenly, a girl accidentally threw her towel on him and the towel took the shape of his body. On top of that, his powers were suddenly meant to vanish. Now he became visible to everyone again. Seeing the naked boy in the changing room, the girl screamed and ran around. The next day during class, we found out that another boy from their class had run away from home. Suddenly, Michael's hands began to disappear slowly. As soon as the class bell rang, he quickly ran away from there. When he reached home wrapped in clothes all over his body, his little sister Karanda was sitting in his room. Michael turned his face toward the wall and asked her to leave, but Kerenda pretended to leave and stayed in his room, thinking that his sister had left. Michael removed the muffler from his face and turned around. Seeing him, Kerenda screamed in fear. Michael calmed her down and explained that somehow his Chinese superhero costume gave him the power to disappear. By the time Giovanna returned home, Michael was still invisible. He heard his mother talking to someone on the phone, saying that Michael is actually adopted and was left outside Giovanna's house many years ago. Michael did not know about this and went outside feeling sad. When he was sitting alone on the swing, Stella came there. She thought there might be a ghost, but she sat on the swing next to him without fear. Came and sat down. What a psycho girl is she? Who goes to a ghost? Stella asked him to be her friend. At this, Michael also drew a smiley face on the ground. They played together for a while and then Stella left. Michael noticed a man standing a bit far, staring at him. But then he realized the man was actually blind. At night, Michael arrived at Stella's house. She was also very happy to have made an invisible friend. After a while, they kissed each other. But suddenly, Michael's power started fading again. Before Stella could see his face, he ran away from there. Sometime later, Stella was practicing alone in the gymnastics hall when suddenly someone attacked her with a dart. Soon she fainted and fell. Sitting at home, Michael decides that he will now tell Stella about his powers. While walking his dog, he reached near the gymnastics hall, where he saw a masked man Kitten Waki who had lifted Stella onto his shoulder. Michael tried hard to stop him. His dog even bit the man's hand, but somehow the man managed to abduct Stella and escape from there. After a while, the police arrived there and realized that the children hadn't run away from home but had been kidnapped. When Stella's eyes opened, she was in a deserted room with many wires attached to her head. We see that one of Michael's teachers was also present there. Unwoseiki olisi deitse. They conducted some tests on Stella and later locked her in a room with the other two children. The next day, Michael was sitting alone by the sea when the blind man came to meet him. Before he even asked, he answered all his questions, as if that man could read Michael's mind. He said his name is Andres and that he is Michael's real father. Michael didn't believe him and shouted, "You are lying! I paftai." But then Andres told him the whole story. He said that he was an ordinary boy living in a village in Russia. However, one day, due to a nuclear radiation leak, most of the people in their village died, but those who survived gained extraordinary powers. Upon discovering this, the military planned to use them as weapons. They performed all sorts of bizarre experiments on them. Reports revealed that aside from Andres and Michael's mother, no one else could have children there. When Michael was born, he became the first child to be born with these unique powers, but to give him a good future, Andre and Michael's mother ran away from the military camp with him. Andre somehow escaped with Michael, but his wife was killed. He knew that Michael would never be safe with him. So, he used his powers to read Giovanna's mind and found out that she really is a good woman, and he left his child outside her house and went away. But now the military has found out that the special child is somewhere in this area. Michael still didn't trust his words, but Andres suddenly said that they couldn't talk here anymore because a fisherman standing a little distance away had become suspicious of him and was about to call the police. Andres gave Michael a suit that would disappear along with his body and easily erased the fisherman's memory and left from there. During the conversation with Michael's deceitful teacher, Giovanna revealed that she had adopted Michael. Hearing this, she suspected that perhaps Michael is that special boy. To find out the truth, he went to meet Michael at his house. During the conversation, Michael saw a dog bite mark on the teacher's hand. And kisi and disi. He realized that he was Stella's kidnapper. He went into a room and disappeared, seizing the opportunity to escape. While running, Michael saw the mischievous boy Ivan who bothered him. He sat behind him and quickly told him to speed up the bike. Reaching a deserted place, Michael told Ivan everything.
Explained. Meanwhile, Stella thought that if they stood on top of each other, they could escape from the room. Her trick worked and she reached the roof where she found a searchlight. She was confident that her invisible friend would definitely be looking for her, so she made the same smiley face on the light that Michael had made on the day they first met. Seeing her signal, Michael understood where Stella was. He went with Ivan to rescue their friends, but just then a guard caught Stella. Ivan used his paintball gun to target the electric circuit and caused a malfunction. When Michael disappeared and entered the building, he saw his teacher and some thugs keeping an eye on Giovanna and Andres, who were working together to search for Michael. After that, he hit a guard on the head with a fire extinguisher and pointed a gun at another. He got all the kidnapped children out and locked the guards inside. Then Michael appeared in front of them, leaving everyone stunned. They all wanted to leave quickly, but Stella said they should help the old man who is locked in a nearby room. Michael, agreeing with her, went with her, but she took him straight to the people he was trying to escape from. Suddenly she fainted and fell, and an old man sitting behind her started speaking. In fact, he could take control of anyone's mind. He was the one who had made Stella and Michael's teacher do all this. The military put Michael and Stella in a submarine and set off towards their destination through the sea. On the other hand, Andre and Giovanna arrived there and met Ivan. The building had been set to self-destruct mode, and now an explosion was about to happen in just a few seconds. They quickly rescued both kidnapped children and Michael's teacher because it wasn't the poor teacher's fault. The old man had taken control of his mind. They all escaped the building just before the explosion. On the other hand, in the submarine, Michael found out that he doesn't just have the power to disappear, he can also move things with his mind. He started using his powers to break the things around him. He killed all those thugs and saved Stella and himself. Then, using his power, he brought the submarine back to the shore where everyone was waiting for him. He was very happy and started showing off his powers by disappearing in front of everyone. Andres came up to him and said that he couldn't display his powers like that in front of everyone. To keep his identity secret, Andre would have to erase the memories of everyone present. Understanding the situation, Michael kissed Stella one last time, after which Andre promised to return, erased everyone's memories and left, making everything just like before. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.